This video is a 5-minute crash course on how to get your business's next client. There are a ton of videos on our YouTube channel that allow you to find more information on each one of these concepts. Let's figure out how you can secure your next client in the next week using cold email. The first thing you're going to want to do if you're looking for a new client is to initially find out what your value prop is. The best way to do that is to write down all the ways in which your product or service helps people or companies. I would figure out every possible iteration, every possible value prop, every possible possibility of your company helping other people through your product or service. It's just a great way in order to map out the ways in which you can pitch yourself in a cold email. Then I would find the 1 or 2 most enticing value props and go with those for the first set of email copy that you're writing. There are a variety of different value props, of course, for any business, but I would figure out which one works best for you. If it serves them the most benefit financially, they will likely pay you more than other prospects for that service. For example, if you can help a billion-dollar company save $2 million a year, as opposed to a small mom and pop store where they can only save maybe $1,000 a year, that billion-dollar company is way more likely to pay for your services. I would also look into asking yourself what attributes a person or company need to have in order to fit into that ICP. For example, how much revenue do they have? How many employees do they have? Do they raise money? What technologies do they use? Once you figured out both your targeting and your value prop, it's time to start writing copy. First, start out with a personalized first line, referencing something about the company. It shows that you've done your research and you have a general idea as to how they operate. At some point in that first line, or maybe in the beginning of a second one, I would then use a problem statement. This is essentially just stating a problem that you're assuming this company is having right now. From there, I would go ahead and give them your value prop, the one that you developed earlier in this process. Ideally, the value prop ties directly to the problem statement to solve the problem for the business. From there, I would end the email with an offer. Ideally, the offer is the best possible thing that you can give somebody in exchange for a meeting, either profitably or reasonably or sustainably. This allows a much higher positive response rate because people respond a lot better to free value than they do just offering a meeting. A couple other tips is to keep the copy short and concise when you're writing it, keep it under around 70 words, and use 3 follow-ups in your email sequence. The first one should reframe the value prop, attacking the initial value prop from a different angle, saying, hey, here's another way in which I can solve this problem for you, giving the prospect a better chance of responding. The second follow-up should make the offer sweeter. So whatever the initial offer in the first email was, this one should make it even better. This one might not even be profitable at times, but if they haven't responded to the first 2 emails you sent them, you should probably send them something that's even more enticing. The third follow-up should just ask if there's anybody else at the company that is better to reach out to. From there, you're going to go to clay.com. This is a platform that allows you to build out personalizations very easily. Ideally, your copy is personalized, which means you have variables that change depending on the prospect that you're reaching out to. What Clay allows you to do is build out these personalizations at scale so you don't have to write every email on your own. Essentially, what it allows you to do is build out really solid personalizations using incredible niche data that allows you to increase your positive response rate using a combination of really great data sources and AI. Once you build out that copy and those personalizations in Clay, you're going to go to an email sequencing tool such as Instantly or SmartLead. You're going to paste the copy that you wrote into those email sequencing tools. Then you're going to sync the variables from Clay into those email sequencing tools. And voila, you have completed your first email campaign. There are a ton of breakdowns in this channel on a more granular level as to how you can perform each of these tasks. And that is it. I hope this video was of value to you. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me on LinkedIn. I highly recommend checking out Clay as well as SmartLead and Instantly for your email sequencing tools. Happy prospecting.